Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And welcome. It's Friday.
Yes, baking day.
It's baking day. Great British Bake Off. Yay. Oh, that's just what it needed. Topped off my tea. I'm having citrus sunrise and I put just a hair too much honey in it. So it was a little too sweet for me. And having now topped it off with a little bit of extra water, perfect.
I'm having I love lemon. It's a perfect temperature.
Yeah.
So, cheers.
Yeah, really good. Okay, sorry. Saw something on the ceiling. It was a shadow. Thought it might be a centipede. Don't want to panic anybody. Helen is now frantically looking around.
Yeah. Since they jump on me.
It's just the season for centipedes. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Okay, so what have we been doing?
We watched a really cool show on Netflix. I mean, like watched. We gorged it. In 2 nights we went through an entire season.
I think they're only like 8 episodes.
Yeah, and they're only like a half an hour.
Not too bad. But it's called Dash and Lily.
It is so fun and charming.
And just, I mean, you want to get out and explore New York City. When you're done, you just want to go and explore New York City.
Starting at the Strand.
And then you realize, pandemic, and you can't. However, someday soon, we will do it. But yeah,
highly recommend if you want to get in the holiday spirit and just the whole. It's a lot
it was
of fun.
So much fun.
And we watched the trailer and the trailer made it look fun, but the trailer is very misleading as to what it's about. Yeah. So I recommend it.
Yeah. No, it was really, really, really good. So that's our recommendation for today.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we have.
Did you check questions and comments?
Somebody asked if we're ever getting Sock Toad back.
Oh, that's right. I did see that. We are. By the end of the year, we really hope to have Sock Toad back in. 2021, we'll definitely have some Sock Toad. Right. And we're really hoping for like the end of December.
Right.
To start bringing it back in. So yes, it is coming.
Yeah, we have managed to acquire some. And also on that note, we have some Surrey that we have to start dyeing up.
Right.
But I think that was pretty much it.
Okay.
If we miss somebody's questions, we'll get back to it next week.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
However, on that note, we were dyeing yesterday.
Yes.
We had a mixed day of dyeing yesterday. We dyed up the new Toad's Tail. We dyed up some colors for some back orders. And I was going to say, 2 of them were Ramdas and Crocodile. And they just happened to come out of the dryer together. And Ramdas and Crocodile look gorgeous together. If you want a dark, moody shawl or cowl or something, Ramdas and Crocodile. But then we were also dyeing up a Christmas color that we both had in our heads, an idea, and that was a bust. So
yeah, so those are going to be coming up. We're going to be listing those as one-offs. Right. Because we won't be doing them again. We're going to try again and see if we can get what it was in our head. At one point, I added blue to one of the pans, and Helen's reaction was, oh, God, no. So
that didn't work.
And it's not so much that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not what was in our head.
Yeah.
So far away from what was in our head. It was like, no, that's very bad.
It was just way too bright.
Yeah. So we will be showing those on Monday. Yeah. Also next week, probably, I think Tuesday, the Toad's Tail will be coming out. So you'll get that next week.
Right.
Fun things.
Yeah.
All right. So we have...
Today we have 2 new fabric lines to show. And then we are going through our whip baskets.
Knitting baskets.
Yep. So.
And we're trying to...
Sad that you have to clarify whip basket.
We are crafty toads, okay? We have multitudes of crafts.
I just finished saying to somebody that you can never have... there is no such thing as too many UFOs.
Right. But we are trying
Except in our case.
organize some things, and one of the things is getting rid of these big baskets and repurposing them with something else. It may be whips, but not full of whips that we're not going to be looking at and we haven't looked at in
a long time.
Dare we say years? So that go through them and make a final decision and decide what we're doing so that we can clear things out.
So
all right, but first
quickly through the fabric, and then we'll get on to whips. Okay.
Okay.
So first off, this is called Tell the Bees, this collection. And here's one of the main fabrics.
Oh, that is so pretty.
This is just a lovely, soft palette for a fabric line.
It's grays and taupes.
And like mustards.
And it's just really, really pretty.
Yeah. So those are the beehives. You have some flower accent fabric. Some more flower.
With little hints of yellow.
Yeah. This color palette is not what I would choose necessarily, but seeing them all together, I cannot wait to see a quilt in these because it's just going to be so soothing. This is flowers, but if you can see, those are little tiny bees coming to pollinate.
I was going to say, according to the size of the flowers, those are big fat bees.
Another flower accent.
But look at the tiny gray flowers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this color.
It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
And then another of the main fabric with a lighter...
A taupe background instead. But this has gray and yellow flowers around the beehives that just add that tiny little pop of color.
Yeah. Just beautiful. I really love this line.
That is really, really pretty.
So those are up in the shop.
Okay.
They've been up for a couple days because somebody already found them. Because we got an order for them yesterday. And I'm like, oh, huh.
We haven't even talked about these yet. Oh.
That was charming, sir.
Hi, Paige.
Okay, so the next one is...
Les Poulets Encore.
Les Poulets Encore. And it's a very monotone color palette.
It is an updated chickens with grays, taupes, and blacks.
However, it's really cool.
It actually is very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Unfortunately, we were not able to get all the fabric in the line. There were some with chicken wire that we were not able to get, but we did get these, and I think these are going to make a really cool... I'm actually seeing a really cool tote bag.
Yeah.
Like a market style tote bag. So we have white chickens or a taupey chicken on a black background. And then we've got black chickens on a taupe background. Silhouettes of chickens, because really, silhouettes of chickens are cool.
Les Poulets. I have to get Spike situated.
Everyone has now rearranged so that Spike could go under the table where he wants to be. And these are the words, the Les Poulets and oof. I do remember
Coke.
oof.
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 Enough. That's that one. And then we have the accents.
These are gray flowers on a black background. Black flowers on a grayish background. And then black plants on a taupe background. And then last but not least, we have polka dots, because when in doubt, do polka dots.
Yep. So again, both of these palettes are soothing. So after, making your bright, colorful Tula Pink quilt, a nice palette cleanser.
There you go.
So. Les Poulets and bees.
Yep. Chickens and bees. What every good country farmhouse needs.
Okay, so first out of my basket. A bag I adore.
Yes.
I know what's in here, and I'm frogging it, and I'm pretty sure I've stolen the needles for it. So this was my out and about shawl. I was doing it with Spectre on DK.
That is no longer Spectre, because I think Spectre is later now.
Yeah, this is Mirror Mirror actually on DK.
Yeah.
I enjoyed what I did of it, but then I got moved on, bright shiny things.
Right.
Forgot where I was, and proceeded, which I'm terrible at, steal the needles and left it back in. So I am frogging that.
Okay. My first is an empty bag.
Well, that was hard.
Empty bag. Go ahead.
Way to stretch yourself there, Mary Beth. Okay, next up. Owl bag. And it just has stuff in it. No project. Essentially an empty bag. Orange marker.
Okay. Next up for me. Empty bag. Evidently, we took this to Rhinebeck last year.
Yeah, this was my New Jersey sheep and wool.
No, Rhinebeck.
Oh, I'm reading sheep and wool. I don't know why I said New Jersey, but Rhinebeck and Toad Hollow business cards.
Oh, take those out because we could use those. Well, not take them out right now, but we need to clear it out. All right. Honestly, I'm beginning to think my basket is a receptacle for empty bags.
Okay.
I have an empty bag. Well, not quite an empty bag. I have a lot of these little light bulb clips, which I love, and a cable needle, which is very useful. I was looking for one of these the other day. I will put those in my table side container that I have all my stitch markers and things for when I'm knitting. Okay. Oh my God. I love that bag. What is it? Do you know?
I have absolutely no idea.
Cool napkin to add to crafting or to paperwork. Some embroidery floss.
Some embroidery floss that was attached to something.
So did you write on it what you were doing? No.
Good vibes. Oh, this was my very first
cross
stitch project.
Yeah. Good. Oh, well, hold on to the floss because that's good.
We have a pattern.
Does it match the knitting?
It does.
Oh, what?
It's the Dobby hat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whose head I thought that was going on.
What yarn is this? It's beautiful yarn.
It's from The Wrinkle in Time.
Is it?
I think so. Anyway, I was working on the elf cap. I got as far as possible ribbing. Again, I'm not sure whose head that was going on.
Cedar egg.
I have eggs.
You have them all over the place, but the cedar egg. I love the cedar egg.
They're my lucky eggs.
Okay.
Kiss the lucky egg man.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so.
I'm going to go scrap.
Yeah, this is frogged.
Okay.
I should make a, well, no. I'm not frogging things today. I have other things to do.
All right, but put it in the frog pile. This is the Bumblebee Shawl.
I don't even remember that.
I started it. It's Sweet Sparrow yarn.
Oh, okay. Now I do.
Do you know who does this? The Bumblebee Shawl?
No.
Hello, the Wool Club. By the Wool Club.
Okay.
Okay. So
It's a beautiful shawl.
it is an absolutely gorgeous shawl, and I was doing it in Sweet Sparrow yarn.
Did you even start it?
I did.
Oh, okay. Look at that. What do you think? Think you can figure out where you are?
Yes. Because I've just started adding another color, so I think I'm going to be able to figure out where I am fairly easily. It's just, am I going to work on it? Here's what I'm going to do. I love this pattern, and I think it's going to be absolutely stunning in this yarn. I have 2 skeins of the gray, which is Jon Snow. It's on her nuthatch base, which is 75-25 superwash and nylon. And then the pink is Rockford Peaches, again on her nuthatch. I am not going to finish this project. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the needles out and put it on waste yarn because I want to keep the needles. But this has a pattern, 3 skeins of Sweet Sparrow yarn, and a project bag, and it will all go to, we'll pick somebody from the comments. So if you're interested, just, this has bees on, so just comment, tell the bees. Okay?
No, we'll leave a note in what size needles it was started on. And just know that you're picking up a project from a fairly tight knitter.
Yes. However,
so there might be a slight difference in gauge when you continue it. Or you can choose to frog it and just keep the yarn.
Yeah, because you could just start over again. But I'm fairly certain I'm doing this on like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, my guess is it looks like a 6.
And here you want to see what she calls for?
3. Or needle size to obtain gauge.
All right. So this is a 6.
Okay.
All right. But the pattern calls for a 3. So you can decide what you want to do with it. But just leave a comment, tell the bees, and we'll send it out. Pattern, yarn, everything, bag. All you're missing is the needles. So I will put that aside for that. All right. Tulip Pink.
Love this fabric.
Oh, here you have the garbage right over there. You could just drop that in.
Okay. Needles.
Is this your Frankensock?
No. The yarn has a halo to it. I think it's a project that I forgot to bring a project to a show.
Oh, you know what? This was Stitches Midwest.
This is supposedly the Freeze shawl. This is not a shawl. This is either a sock or a mitt.
What are you doing?
No idea. I will reclaim the needles because I'm pretty sure these are size 2 for socks. And the yarn will go into blurbs.
Okay.
And I have a pair of size 6 Hiya needles.
Way to hoard the needles there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh. This is, it's a Java Pearls project, and I only printed out 1 page of it.
Java Pearls.
The Danny and Cece Allman.
Oh, okay, okay.
I am doing this in, I believe, Carrisford? No, Acorn and Vintage Roses.
Vintage Roses, yeah.
I think. Acorn and Vintage Roses. It's beautiful. However, I don't think I'm going to finish it. So, I believe I will frog this and repurpose the needles and the yarn. That will get frogged.
We're going to have so many needles by the time this little project is done.
I'm hoping, because I'm constantly looking for some.
So our very first Upper Saturday bag. I don't even remember what this is. I'm in the middle of a row.
This is the, so maybe that is the whatchamacallit yarn.
This is the Caravan of Love shawl.
How much further do you have to go?
I don't know. I don't think I'm attached to yarn.
It's because the mini is... Do you have more yarn?
I do not.
All right, well, that solves that.
Yeah. All right, so...
Blurbs.
Blurbs? I can't even cast it off. I can undo some and cast it off, but I mean, could I cast it off and sew it into a cowl?
You might be able to.
I think I'll just...
I think just frog it and blurb it.
So,
more needles.
Why I would have cut the... I obviously gave up on it. I also have in here New Jersey History Guide.
Why? Where did that even come from?
No idea. Oh wait, there's more. New Jersey Lighthouse Guide.
Okay.
A pair of scissors. And a lucky chicken. You're the chicken.
To go with the egg. I evidently had plans to do the Nislu by Skein Your Knits. I was going to do it.
Is that an elf hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to do it in our Outlander Lost in Time series. So I have an unopened skein, mini skein pack and some other minis that I was going to do it in. All right, well, since I haven't even cast this on, I'm going to put this as no. And we will blurb these. I may keep the mini skein set to do so. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I'll throw the mini skeins in my blanket.
Oh, because it's
my
going to fit
habitation
perfectly.
blanket.
Yeah.
You want to throw that away, please? All right, that's a bust.
Project bag where my pen leaked all over it. This is
something in beach glass.
no, it's Felix.
Oh, it's Felix? Oh, what were you doing?
It's either the 2nd Avenue. 2nd Avenue.
All right.
It's the 2nd Avenue shawl. I was doing it in Sassenach. Veritas serum. ROUS. And Felix. I may go back to this one. I don't know. I remember it was very boring. It's a lot of stockinette and it rolls.
Okay.
Probably frog it.
Okay.
Frog it and repurpose the needles.
What was the green?
Acorn? I'm thinking acorn, right?
It looks like it.
I don't even have that anymore. We stole the yarn.
Repurpose it.
Yeah.
This is in my train case, my llama train case that I made.
That's your hoagie.
It was something that we were doing with the circus, the night circus yarns. So I have all the night circus yarns here. But I was not loving it. I remember not loving it.
Yeah. Did some interesting
ins and outs.
Yeah.
Frogging it.
Gauge issues.
Frogging it. However, I'm going to come out with size 7 16-inch needle, which is good. All right, that's a frog.
Alright, this is a frog. It doesn't even have a project bag or needles. It was the Fairy Hill Shawl by Helen Stewart. It was on some one-off yarns of ours. May even be done. No. Okay, here's the live stitches.
Okay. have a clock. Don't ask me why. I also have a little Notions box. All right, next up I have All Points South by Casapinka, which is a mixture of shawl and a poncho.
Oh, you were doing this in cotton, right?
Yeah.
Cotton-eye toad.
I'm not sure what I think this is going to fit. I'm not sure this is the All Points South, because
that seems more like a cowl.
It does, but I don't know what it is. It looks like stitch-wise it's the All Points South. Yeah, this is coming out. Oh, look, I have a little bee notebook. Did I write anything in it? Create bunnies. Create banners. Oh.
Well, that's a good thing.
Here's a schematic of take a yard of fabric and how we can cut it apart to make all the different bags that we do. Oh, that was notes for talking to somebody about TNNA and what kind of informations we wanted, and then our dinner order that night. So, oh, this is when we were setting up the GoFundMe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We were going through all the different reward levels, but we had added up everything that we needed to do to figure out what we needed to raise and stuff. Okay. Lots of...
There's a combination of both of us in there.
Yeah. 10 colors. Oh, these are the 10 colors that we were doing for Hooked.
Okay.
A yarn store. Here's a list of all the dyes we have. Oh my gosh. All right. So evidently I kept...
I was going to say, you used to quite a bit.
Here, look, here's the All Points South shawl. That's why it's in here. All right. Okay. I am frogging this because this is not a shawl. This is barely a cowl. So I will take that apart and figure out what I'm going to do with the yarn. But I have some pretty yarn. Although, is that us?
Yeah. It's 100... No, falling leaves. It's falling leaves.
Oh, falling leaves, right? And cornstalk.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Pretty, pretty colors. All right. Frog.
Okay. This was the dragon belly shawl. I was crocheting it. It was for one of our book clubs. Because here's Joseph. And then it's actually very pretty.
Does that have silk in it?
Yeah, it was it was Malin and Joseph from, so we used Silky Toad.
Right, because there was the girl who painted in silk.
Yeah. I mean, I could go back to it, I suppose.
Joseph actually crochets silk very pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it was very pretty. I would probably end up frogging it.
I don't know. Okay.
This may go back in.
Okay, so in my basket, I have 2 embroidery projects. Here's Wish.
I actually made those into a bag.
And then...
Oh, this was your wildflowers.
Yeah, this was You Belong Among the Wildflowers.
You should iron them.
Right. I think it was that I wanted to add more flowers, but I may just put them in hoops and hang them on the wall as is. Yeah. And just keep them. All right, go ahead, because I am almost at the bottom and you still have quite a few.
Actually, I don't, because one of them is very big.
Okay.
So, I have no idea.
What is it?
Remember that time we were going to knit 3 sweaters in the summer?
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
And I was knitting one in cotton.
Yeah. Do you have the pattern? I mean, do you remember what it is?
It's the tiny shoots.
Oh, I remember I tried this. This was one of the ones I tried and I didn't like it. It's Knit Picks cotton, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very soft cotton. It's fingering weight. Comfy fingering. Knit Picks comfy fingering.
What are you going to do?
I do not know. It's obviously knit in pieces.
I would say frog it and make pot holders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Ivy Over the Door, which is a tome of a pattern. 22 pages. Ivy Over the Door. I was doing it in the Lost Words and Adder from our Lost Words collection. That is where I am right now.
I think all that you get, our viewers get out of this process, is that you and I have ADD.
Oh my God, yes, definitely. I don't know about this.
I love her patterns.
So do I, and this is a
And they're-
rectangle.
And they're
So
active
that's-
colors.
Yes.
I say keep it.
I may keep this one. I will put this one back in to decide, but I may keep going on this one. I have other things to finish first, but I need to be able to pay attention. That's the big thing, because with hers, if you're off by a stitch, her pattern is all, there's so much lace in it that
Yeah.
it really shows. But yeah, okay. This one will go back in. I'll keep this one. I'm keeping one so far.
Empty bag.
Well, that's the first time in a long time.
Yeah. It's
We
gonna be
actually-
a long one.
We ran over the amount of time. Okay, so
These are, this is, I think
it's in
they're the elephant mitts.
it's in the pattern keeper thing.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
They're my colorwork mitts. You can just see the elephant coming out. I may keep these. They're too small for me. But I could make them for somebody. Because I've come this far on the color work.
yeah, and the back, there's a lot of color work on
look
the
at
back. It's beautiful.
So I think I'll keep these.
Okay. All right. I'm going to cry.
Why?
This is George's monkey. George was one of my cats. He died right around this time.
8 years ago?
7 years ago. I think it was 7 years ago. Anyway, Monkey lived in the food bowl, which is why he looks so disgusting, because George put all his really, really good things
His most favorite things
in his food bowl. And obviously I kept Monkey. So Monkey will go back in the basket. But I have one more bag. I have no idea what's in it. Pictures. there are pictures of my nephew when he was very little.
He doesn't look like that anymore. Somebody let him grow up.
Anyway, there are pictures.
Oh, you were going to be doing the album.
Ball and chain from Tim Holtz. A stopwatch from Tim Holtz. Another stopwatch. A little bottle of Wishbones. A bracelet that has
the Mockingjay.
Mockingjay and some charms on it. Some USB ports, because, you know...
I was going to say, how old are those?
I don't think our computer even has a USB port. Oh, this... We did...
Oh, that was when we went to the Wind in the Willows.
2013.
The Theater.
God, look what babies we were. I have AA batteries, a penguin post-it, some keys, because, you know, gears and cogs. We were doing something, and I put all the pieces in here.
My guess is we were doing some kind of event, probably at the Two Rivers, where we were doing a craft with the kids or something.
And we brought that. Sharpie. Another USB port. Honestly. Okay. Oh. And some sewing needles. That's it. Okay. That is the extent of my knitting basket. I have reached the end. No, wait. I am very sorry.
Oh,
a charm that is kind of worn down, but it says, never drive faster than your guardian angel can fly. My mother gave it to Helen when she got her driver's license, or her first car. And little Christmas bulb charms. That is it. I'm done.
Okay, I have two more.
Okay.
I have this. This was an Advent swap that we did, and I was taking each mini and making granny squares that I was going to sew together into something, probably a blanket. So I should just sew them together. I have all these squares. They're not going to make a very big blanket.
You know what we'll do? Sew them together and we'll turn it into a cat blanket.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
It'll be the perfect size for a cat blanket.
And we'll just throw it over the cushions and stuff.
And now you know how to crochet it together.
Yeah.
So you could just crochet it together quickly.
I have
the crochet hook and everything.
Crochet hook. And I got most of them done because I have no extra minis in there.
All right. So now you just have to put it together.
All right.
So I think that definitely is a keep.
Because actually, I think it's going to be really pretty. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's one to fill out. Okay.
One more.
One more. All right, here we go. All right. What are you going to do?
The hook. It was an Attic 24.
Right.
Just need to get it. That's a shawl. I don't know what that is.
Well, luckily I think you kept most of the tags for the colors.
Yeah.
So I think what the first thing we do is we make sure we can still get the colors. Because if you can't, then I say frog it.
Well, I wouldn't frog it. I would keep it, and again, the cats would love it.
Okay. Oh, table runner across your sewing table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Actually, why don't we just plan on doing that?
Yeah, I think I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It'll be a nice bright pop of color. We could put it across the bench during the summer because it would be really pretty during the summer out there.
But just as it is, it already weighs like 20 pounds because it's all in cotton.
Yeah. It would be a weighted blanket.
Man, it would be.
I'm not sure what size bed you were planning to make this for.
2 kings together.
Yeah, I'm seriously, this is way bigger than your bed.
Maybe this was the height, and I was planning on doing it this way.
Oh, maybe. That might work. Hold on. Put it like that. Yeah, that might be it.
Okay.
Oh, why would you want to do that?
Has it hit the floor yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I am 5'8".
This is at least 7 feet wide. Or tall. At least. Because, no, keep going. Keep going. All right, now you're brushing the floor.
Okay, it's 1.5 me.
Uh-huh. So that's at least 7, probably 7.5 feet.
Okay, so we will sew in the ends and use it as a place for the cats to lie on.
There you
go. And
go.
It's perfect because it's cotton. It'll go in the wash.
Yeah. We'll put the crochet hook with the rest of the crochet hooks in.
I mean, I have 2 ends because I was actually pretty good about weaving the ends in as I went along.
Okay. All right. Very good.
A lot of frogging to do.
Yeah.
Here's a crochet hook we get to. Okay.
Okay, so.
That was very long.
And a lot of stuff you probably weren't that interested in. However, we have made it through all those bags of whips and decided what we're doing. So I'm feeling good about what we did.
I mean, we cleared something out. Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget, leave a comment, leave something in the comments saying tell the bees if you want the project. It is the beekeeper shawl.
Just in case you've, in the year that it's been since we talked about it.
The Bumblebee Shawl by the Wool Company. The yarn is Sweet Sparrow Knits, and they're gorgeous, gorgeous yarns. It's coming in a bee bag, and it will come with everything except the needles. Okay? I think that does it.
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy. So, have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Go forth and create.
Yes, and we will see you on Monday.
Yes.